Welcome back, or welcome to We Care a Lot. I'm half the pod, Sam.
I'm the other half, Mel.
Hey.
Hey.
We're back, and we're here to talk about niche celebrity drama. I don't know about you guys, but kind of love a little yap sesh about just what's going on TikTok.
Yeah.
Mostly TikTok, honestly.
Yeah, I would say TikTok. I don't know that there's like
people airing out drama on Instagram Reels.
No one really does that. It's very business.
It's very niche on TikTok. Anyway, so hopefully you guys know some of these people that we're about to discuss. And if you don't, well, welcome to their drama. Where should we start?
I don't know. Who do you have in mind?
Okay, this one's really random. I was scrolling to kind of see, refresh my memory if there was, more that I needed to catch up on. But this one's very small, so let's just start there. Do you know Ken Urich, I think is her name? She's, a blonde bob.
Yeah.
She has dogs.
Okay.
And I think, one cat or something. And she's, always just yapping online. I don't know. She got fake boobs. I don't know if this is adding context for anybody, but hopefully it is. But I don't really know what she's famous for, but long story short, this guy came up on my feed, and he was saying, oh, I just matched with this girl on Hinge, and, it was going well, we were chatting or whatever, and then I opened up TikTok, and she came up, and I was like, oh, this girl looks so familiar. And then he, goes, looks at her at Hinge, and then looks again, and he's like, oh, it's her. He's like, I spent probably, an hour watching her content, and he said 80% of her videos are probably talking about her Hinge dates. And he's like, so it's whatever. He's just saying his opinion.
Sitting there trying to guess which one is it?
No, so I guess he was just before I even go on a date with her, what am I getting myself into, I guess?
Oh,
now
I see.
that
they
she
have
landed,
not even dated. Yeah,
now that she's landed on my page. And I guess people were ripping him apart in the comments, why is it such a big deal that he's saying this? He didn't say anything bad. He didn't say her name.
Yeah.
People just guessed who it was somehow because I think, where he lives, who he's talking, they just put together the context clues or whatever. And then she commented on it and said 80% is an overstatement, which she just loves stirring up shit online. So I'm not surprised. But people were just like, why are you guys coming from him? And I'm like, coming for him. And I'm like, it is kind of crazy that people just insert themselves for no reason in anything, literally without knowing any of the information. They're just I like her, so fuck this guy.
So wild.
It's not he didn't even say, he said her content is hilarious. He's like, I was laughing, she's so funny, but not my type, wasn't it for me? I just couldn't see that.
Yeah,
which is fine.
Yeah,
that's literally an opinion.
Yeah, I feel like people just can't have opinions anymore.
They really
It's wild.
I'm like, his opinion wasn't even she sucks. And even if it was, honestly, so what? You're giving him attention for hating. Let's not.
I just can't with people like that. Because I'm like, it literally has nothing to do with you. Yeah. But I'm also he did post himself.
He did post it.
Yeah.
And he does have singing stuff pinned. He's a good singer though, low-key. Well, I don't know. I only watched one video. His lyrics were cute.
That progression was fucking hilarious.
I'm like, if you see this high. No, you
said he's a singer. He's actually kind of good. No. Well, I only saw one video.
I saw one video and it was kind of sad. See, this is how niche it gets, then I go to his page
and
then I'm
then
the deep dive devolves.
Yeah.
But I went to his page and he's apparently a country singer. Of course, they live in Austin, Texas.
Gotcha.
So of fucking course. But he's built, buff in a good way, not in a way for me personally. Handsome, whatever. And then he's like, I had a single mom. So of course he's getting you, he's like, oh, single mom raised me and I love her. And this song is about some of her boyfriends who broke her heart. And I'm like, I mean, how you not like that?
That's tea.
That's tea.
I love that about him.
And the lyrics were good, cute.
Damn.
I know.
Y'all could have been a power couple.
Y'all could have been some.
Fumbled.
But then I also realized this is from February. The post itself, because when I was like, oh, I'll bring this up in the podcast, I was like, when is this even from, though? Like, what am I talking about? And I look, and her comment was from February 25th, and I was like,
Damn,
this is a whole
shit
month.
stays fresh, I guess.
They bring it back up. They said, we know you like hot country men who sing on this app sometimes.
So here it is.
Here it is, and a little bit of drama that comes with it.
It's like your TikTok's like, and he's still single.
And he's still single, babe. Come on, reach out. I'm like, he's in Austin, Texas.
Dude, that is fucking hilarious.
But, like, people were coming for him, like, oh, this is the cutest one you've met yet, queen. Because, like she talks about her dates.
Yeah.
So, like, people have seen her exes. And then someone else was like, do you have eyes, babe? And I'm like, this is just crazy. Because this is a conventionally attractive man.
Yeah.
Like, what do people think when they see conventionally attractive women online? Like, it's just not cool.
No,
way.
it's not.
I'm like, if he had
He
said,
literally
like,
didn't
she's
do
a whore
anything.
and she sucks, then yeah, okay, fine, come for him.
Yeah.
But, like, he didn't. Anyway. Not me just supporting my man.
Hey, if you come across this content.
Don't even know his fucking name. I'm so sorry, King. I didn't
is-
pick up that information. I only picked up relevant info.
Dude.
So, anyway, what do you got?
What do you got? Mine isn't like drama necessarily. I just like I'm kind of on Scary Talk. Are you on Scary
No,
Talk?
what is that?
Just like horror talk, like scary stories type vibe.
Oh, no.
There's this girl specifically who like does a series where like she takes submissions
Oh.
and like talks about stuff that happens. I think I should send her send you her page because
Oh, I
you
thought
would
you were
like
gonna
it.
say send like my story of something, and I was like, what happened?
What happened to me?
What happened? Where you need to share that?
No, I think you'd enjoy her like platform.
Content.
But she, I guess like recently it's become like this whole like everybody on like Scary Talk I think is like had like this. Anyway, let me just get into it. So the story goes that like it's basically about like time travel
Okay.
and like a time warp that happens.
Okay.
I guess
And
like
this is a submission. Like
this is
someone wrote it.
submission.
Okay.
So that like there's this woman who submitted her story where her and her siblings were going to a funeral. I forgot where it is, but like it's somewhere in like the like in like Atlanta, like,
I'm, like,
in the back
Louisiana.
roads, and like yeah, like in the back roads of things. Her and her siblings, like her siblings and like her siblings' partner, like I guess it was like his fiance at the time.
Okay.
They were all going on like a road trip to go to a funeral.
Okay.
They go to the funeral, whatever. And then on the way home, they're driving back, and she's driving, and she has to pee so bad, so she like gets off the road on some like random exit, and she just like is driving on this straight road, hoping to find something open because it's like 5-6 p.m.
Oh.
And they like drive for 15-20 minutes.
Oh,
And she finally
Papa
sees
squat at that
I
point,
know.
girl. It's the
She
middle.
finally sees like this gas station, and she doesn't even like think. She just like literally parks the car and runs to the bathroom. I was like, me coded. She runs to the
scared.
bathroom, and then when she comes out of this like the bathroom, her brother and sister-in-law are looking at her, and they're like fucking terrified. Like their faces look really scared.
Absolutely not.
And she's like, what the fuck? And so then, like, the sister-in-law doesn't say anything, just, like, runs into the bathroom, and she also has to pee really bad, but she's, like, scared still in some way.
Are you
And
not
then
gonna
so
talk to me
she's-
about it?
right.
I'm sorry.
And she's looking at her brother, and her brother is, like, kind of doing, like, a, like, look over there, like, with his eyes, like, look over there, like, I'm really scared.
I want to die already.
And so she's, like, looks over, and she looks at this guy who's, like, the cashier, and he's just staring straight, like, kind of, like, she explains it as, like, seeing right through her. Like not looking at them necessarily, but like looking through them, and just like not blinking. He has like a very like kind of scary face where like his face is like he's kind of older. His eyes are really like sunken in, like not like horror, but like he looks creepy because
he
he's
looks
not
like a
fucking
person.
blinking.
He's just
yeah.
not
And so she's like
responsive.
kind of uncomfortable. So she's like, I'm gonna just like shop around and wait until they're ready to go.
Girl, I'd be standing right next to
She
him.
like I know.
I'd be like, brother, you ain't leaving
Come
my
here.
side.
I'm like, we're all going in the bathroom.
Literally.
And she's like going to the fridge. She realizes that like everything's kind of like really dirty, And she's like, ew, what the fuck? So she like goes to the snacks and she like is seeing the labels of like all of the snacks, and they're all like old labels, and she doesn't like think to look at expiration dates or anything. She's just like, what the fuck? And everything's dusty. And so she's like, I'm definitely like not gonna buy anything, like this is gross, like probably everything's expired.
Oh my god.
And so then they get out of the bathroom and he's still staring, and so they're like kind of just like book it and leave. She peels out of the fucking gas station so fast. She's like, I didn't even look back, like I just drove. But like she's like, I know I drove in the direction that we came from. So they're driving. Okay. 10-20 minutes have passed. They should have already been on the highway, and they're still going. And then she's like driving a little bit further down, and they come back to the gas station. And this time, the man is literally like looking outside the window, and again, like with the same kind of like view, like looking through them, not like at them, but through them. And
they went out again, or they just saw him,
she
like,
just
through...
slowed down because she was like, "What the fuck?" Like kind of like, is this really it again? Uh-huh. And then so she like again like just books it out, continues to drive in the same direction because she's like, this makes no sense. And then again it happens.
What?
And this time it's boarded up. Like, the gas station's boarded up.
How?
And there's, like, ivy growing on it. It's, like, it's been shut down for so long.
This is the kind of story I needed to be there for. Because I want to believe it with my whole chest. You know what I mean?
So, that was, like, the submission. And it was, like, oh, my God, crazy, right? Because, like, some of these stories, you're like, that's insane. Probably not going to happen. Uh-huh. But I guess, like, in the comments, there's been a lot of people who have, like, the same experience on, like, this exit that happens.
Let's go.
Girl, you want to get stuck in a time warp?
Well, they didn't get stuck.
And then, so this other girl comments back to that first video that she posts and is like, hey, I think that submitter, like, I think she saw my dad. My dad used to work at a gas station, and apparently he was, like, at the time, he was, like, a recovering alcoholic and, like, drug user, and so he came home talking about time travelers, and they were all like, are you fucking using again? Like, they were all mad at him for years, and so he stopped talking about it because he's like, you guys think I'm crazy or that I'm higher on drugs.
So was he just scared?
And so I think he was just like in shock.
Staring into them?
I think that like it was like a time freeze. Like he probably like he probably wasn't like super able to like interact with them, but like was seeing them in a way. I don't know.
How does that feel on that end of things?
But like... he felt like scared as much as they did. It seemed like from the story that this other girl was saying, like my dad, like he was just like freaked out because like these people are from the future.
No, but this reminds me of like we will continue, but I just quickly, this reminds me of when people are like, they say something really fucked up and they're like, that was my cousin's best friend's dog. How dare you fucking say that? Like, just you know when people do that in comments?
Yes.
Anyways, yeah, I'm just like, how does he get fucked up into that?
I know.
It's just,
but he's dead now.
Have you? Of course. I mean,
no.
If she could tell they were vintage or whatever.
He was vintage.
Not him, but the packaging.
I said, girl, you didn't want to like pick those up.
I'm
and,
just like
sell them?
I know, take pictures. Like I go back in.
If we got stuck in a time where we'd be like, dude, take pictures, content.
Post on TikTok right now. We're in a time warp. I think I'm fucking crazy.
This man's staring at me.
This man is staring at me real fucking weird.
Yeah. So yeah, that happened. And I guess like a lot of people have like since then been commenting like, is it this exit? Because I had a similar story happen to me on this exit.
That's just
and
insane.
Isn't that crazy? Anyway, it's like not drama, but it's kind of like community on TikTok. But that story's been like living rent free in my head like for the last like couple of days because I'm like, that is so terrifying.
Yeah.
She was saying that like she just could feel it, like the air was thick and she could feel that something was super off because also like there was no noise, like it was silent outside, like she was out in like the wildlife, like there was like woods around her, you should be able to hear birds or something. It was like completely dead silent.
It's just so weird.
So fucking eerie.
So weird.
Anyway, that's my story.
It reminds me of the Stephen King book where the guy time travels to save Kennedy.
Yeah. What was that fucking
1956. It's 19. Like, you know,
when was the assassination?
If anyone remembers the year he was assassinated, it's like 2 years before that. I'm not a history girl like that. Okay, don't look at me. What the fuck?
Anyway, yeah.
But yeah, it is like that book. Like that's what I imagine when he's saying like, because he goes into like a like a diner. That's where
Totally.
his like time warp
Time warp
happens.
is. It's so
Anyway.
crazy. So crazy.
That is wild. On a completely different end.
Yeah, what do you got?
Aspen Ovard again.
Oh my god, I just heard TikTok came up literally while I was in the bathroom.
Oh yeah.
I didn't see anything like interesting. She was just like talking about her outfit. So
But did you read the caption?
It was
she in a red dress?
yeah, it was just saying my girlfriend will be confused
Right.
about this one.
Yeah,
but isn't her friend like
she's
gay?
doing Chappell Roan's Giver.
Yeah.
Which I just listened to in full today, and I was like, oh, period.
I love that song.
So cute. Anyway,
I'm glad she like it. Like a lot of people think that she's like in her like 15 minutes of fame. Like she has
Chappell?
one album and done. And I'm
Oh,
like,
you guys are crazy.
insane for saying that.
no, it's not
Anyway.
real. Anywho, yeah, she said like my girlfriend would be confused if she heard this because like she's basically saying like I'm
I'm a
giver,
bottom, yeah.
right? And everyone was like, whoa, did we miss a chapter? Because she loves being messy. Like she loves to just say shit to say it. But she's also never like full blown lying about anything. Because like she'll just accentuate shit to get people like. Maybe she doesn't have a girlfriend or whatever because she's making a joke out of it, but she knows people are gonna comment. But like,
yeah,
it's just like whatever. It's like stupid shit. And people would get mad at her because she like posted a girl's hand and she was on a date. And they're like, that's her sister. I know it's her sister's hand. Like she's just like messing with everyone.
I mean, that's queer baiting.
But
it's like that is annoying.
But she wasn't. Like she was like, I didn't like it was literally the girl I'm dating. And then she posted a video with the girl she's dating. Her name's Tish. No,
okay.
I don't know if you know her.
No
idea who she is. But
I want to look her up now.
yeah, so she's been on dates with her. I don't think she's seriously dating. Like I don't think she wants a girlfriend. The famous last words of
of a lesbian.
of a fucking lesbian, but she doesn't want a girlfriend. So it seems. But she has been dating this girl. So like I'm kinda like, you lie, but like to an extent where like her best friend, I don't know, she's friends with some girl who's married and whatever. And she'd be like, her husband like she just like leans into like her husband would be so jealous to see us like this right now or whatever, and it's just them like kicking their feet on like it's silly, and she just leans into it, and I'm like, okay.
As she should.
Yeah, so I'm like, whatever. But people are coming for her like, you're lying about even liking women, and I'm like why don't you make up that whole person? Like
I mean, people are fucked up though.
They are.
Like if that, I mean, you're probably coming from a place of like, you know, her content,
yeah,
and like you think of her as a good person, but like if she did do that, then I'd be like, well,
yeah,
everything was right in our faces. Like she was, you know.
But the other girl posted TikToks with her now, and like I'm just like, I guess also in the niche celebrity drama of it all, like how much are we owed an explanation for?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, oh, you say you went on a date with a woman, but prove it. Like, well, do I
yeah,
have to?
I don't think that's like necessary.
Yeah.
I think though, like I can see like the double, like the complexity where like I'm like, it's her fucking life. She doesn't owe anybody anything, especially like on your own sexuality. Like you don't owe anyone anything. But I think when you're like building up your personality, your online personality and your persona based on something like your sexuality, I think that's where it gets convoluted, and people who are actually queer and like look for queer representation, it's pretty offensive. You know?
But if she had been lying, you're saying.
Yeah.
Or like
if she's embellishing the truth, even then, like that still feels like queer baiting in my opinion, in a sense. Like if she doesn't have to like go and marry this woman, you know, like it's fine. But I think that like if she was never really dating this person, but like I don't know if like she's just using this thing as like a means to get.
See, that's the thing, just like because she like doesn't. She says she doesn't need the money, and also her life is already so, I think, fine without that piece being exploited. Let's say that she could just like not talk about it.
Yeah,
and so she's just talking. I don't know. In her case, we're speaking on in general of other people, or just in general sharing your sexuality.
I think like there's like a very like
fine line
on how you want to move about that, because I feel like I'm all there for her like messiness, and it's really fun to watch. I think that like I don't not believe
that she's dating
that she's
someone.
like you know,
or
but I just feel like if somebody was doing that and completely just doing it with like a bestie, like that's really fucked up.
Yeah.
Whether or not you're monetizing it, I think it's fucked up.
Yeah,
because you're creating a persona.
Yeah.
But on a similar note, there's this I don't know what the fuck her name is. She was also like semi like she's like coming up as like a content creator. The fuck is her name? She has like really short hair. You probably wouldn't know her. She's just like some queer
short hair.
Anyway, I need to fucking find her name because for those who are on that side of TikTok, it's gonna make sense. And just like if you want to research it, I want to tell you who it is.
Who is this?
Let's see.
It's all Tish.
It's Tish. No. Oh my god, I love Trisha Paytas.
Trisha.
She's just
What is Trisha doing?
finding her. She got a cheese grater and she's like so obsessed with it.
Not her bringing the Snooki.
Fucking talking about the Tumblr aesthetic. I literally looked up faking women living women.
Faking.
Oh, this bitch.
So this girl faked it. I see where this is.
Her name is Jasmine Banks.
The girl with short hair is the one faking it, or she's talking about it?
She's like, okay, so there's this content creator. Her name is Jasmine Banks. She has like 300K followers on TikTok.
Okay.
Anyway, so she created her whole persona on being a lesbian. Her whole persona.
I see why this is coming up for you as very relevant thing.
But it happens all the time.
That's
like,
crazy.
It's really, queer baiting is, like, being queer is hot right now. It's trendy, apparently. Which I'm like, but also if you're not,
Lean
then
in, bitch.
don't, like...
Lean in, Mel.
I know, I'm like...
Anyway,
her whole persona was, like, being a lesbian. And you know what? To some degree, I think that as a person, you can change, you can evolve, you can make different decisions for yourself in your life.
I'm confused where this is going.
Okay. So now, all of us, so that's like even her hashtags have always been like lesbian talk, WLW, blah, blah, blah.
The first time I saw that, I was like, what is that? Like, what is WLW?
Like us learning about Sapphic.
Right. I said, I get it.
So that was her whole persona, and then all of a sudden she started posting bisexual talk, bisexual blah blah blah, which is fine. People can be bisexual,
right.
And there's a whole other side on the internet also where there's so much biphobia, and that's really fucked up.
What?
But
My
this girl was like always shitting on femme girls. Like
that was
femme
her
lesbian, like
from the get.
Like that was her content, like being a hardcore lesbian who's like low-key mask and like shitting on women who basically like were like bottoms and like feminine and like shit like that.
Oh my god, it's just crazy. And that is so niche.
Niche.
We are niche. We're in the niche.
We're in the niches.
Okay.
And so then she started posting that she's like bi all of a sudden, and everyone's like, okay. And then I guess on Instagram she posted a video of her and her new boyfriend.
Okay.
And she was like, I think in the audio she like says something like now I understand why it's like men are so much better or something like that.
Not that.
I know.
I'm like, I don't even know straight women that are saying that. I'm just kidding.
She said something like men treat women better or something like that.
I mean, we don't gotta make it about that.
Wild, right? Wild.
But she sounds like a rage bait type person, so I see where...
I guess she was, because she
was shitting on people.
Yeah. So then she like had to make this whole like responding to the hate video.
No.
And it's just like people are ripping her to fucking shreds.
But like, is she saying... What is she apologizing for specifically? Like,
oh, she said, I love having a man fuck you lesbians, specifically is what she said in that audio.
I'm sorry, but this is just crazy.
Everyone in the comments like, she's lost her damn mind.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Very niche.
So like, it's hard to say if she made up, because you're saying, you know, maybe she did, her identity evolved.
Like you can
understand yourself better or whatever.
Yeah, like please explore your sexuality, explore what feels good to you and like whatever, or like that's completely fine. You can,
but let's not end it with fuck you.
Yeah, you can't end it with that. Like what the fuck, especially when you're being a full blown fucking lesbian yourself.
But she started it with being fuck you lesbians, just this specific type of lesbian.
Well, she was basically saying like femme lesbians aren't fucking lesbians, like basically saying like you're not like it.
Should we go back to the definition? Can we just go back to the definition of a lesbian? Like,
you like women.
How can you not?
It's just I think that like
People
it was
just
just
love
so
an enemy.
hypocritical the way that she was speaking about
Right.
certain things, and now it's like, oh, fuck lesbians, I fuck men, and it just
It just doesn't even hit.
doesn't equate.
It really
I just-
doesn't hit, girl.
I don't know what she's doing.
Oh.
And she would post things like,
is she on
when
straight
femmes
people
think
now?
they're prettier than me, and I'm like, what are like, why are you hating on femmes? Like, why are you so pissed?
It is crazy to me that people want their online presence to be half the people that follow me fucking hate
Hate.
watch me.
Yeah, it's I would
I
not.
I can't.
I would not.
I can't be perceived in such a way. Please don't perceive me like
I
that.
would not be able to. Yeah, and I now it's just like if people are putting like theories together about how she like basically hated on femmes so bad because they were the ones getting the most attention from men.
I mean,
And I'm like, girl,
I
well,
mean,
maybe you just needed to explore a little bit.
Maybe we just needed to meet some better people. Maybe we just needed to open up a abundance.
So that's that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I just think it's so fascinating that people, I don't know, social media is just so weird.
So weird.
Like, I'm just trying to get some community of people who enjoy sourdough bread and, you know, shooting the shit
Yes,
and like planning trips, like normal people shit. And then there's people out here saying fuck lesbians.
Literally, and they get 300K followers and views.
Well,
It's
that's
so crazy.
That's
to
why
me.
though, because they're okay with people hating them.
Yeah, couldn't be me.
And that's not- I
It
feel
makes
like-
me anxious.
And I think that the desire there isn't to build a community, it's to just be famous. Because I don't even think your
Oh.
desire there is to like have brand deals and money. Because what brand wants
That's
to
fair.
support you that says fuck lesbian? I mean, I don't know. Maybe there are
That's
some
fair.
brands who are into that.
Yeah.
But I don't think so. I don't really think that's brand safe. And like,
No.
you just want people to perceive you no matter what,
Yeah.
which is a weird concept.
This whole concept reminds me of like this thing that like I heard Lady Gaga say recently where she was like talking about how in the beginnings of her career she was like a student of being famous. Like her whole persona and things were like the art form was about fame, and then she moved into like the being a student of entertainment and like what does it mean to be an entertainer. And she's like, I want to make people happy.
Interesting.
And like how that flips, and like you could see that in her like
music.
And so it's
Paparazzi?
interesting where like people literally, but that ate, you know what, I eat it.
That literally ate.
And there's nothing wrong with like being obsessed. I personally don't think like with fame. Like I think there's like so much socially, like so much like sociology there, you know, like
Anthropology.
anthropology.
Something there.
Fame is a big part of our like culture, and I think that like obviously it makes sense to like be fascinated with it. But when you're doing it in that form where you're wanting to be hated, I just personally don't understand.
Yeah, that's...
The intention is very
like
weird.
I mean, I could see like being the villain of a reality TV show more so than
But
this.
it's the same, just a new format.
It is, but hers is just like literally hating people. Like
Yeah.
that's the content's entire focus. On a TV show, it could be like, oh, I fucked somebody over on accident, or like maybe intentionally,
Yeah.
right? Just like a little different.
It's a
to
little
me.
different.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
I don't
unless
know.
they were the villain because they said some fucked shit about
which
a certain
sometimes
group
happens.
of people. You know, right?
Yeah,
But that is a fascinating corner
of the internet.
corner of the corners, to be honest. It's very in there.
My feed is very interesting now that I'm thinking about my scary talk.
Yeah, what is that, girl? What do you do when you go online?
What else? I feel like on a bigger, like larger scale, talking about celebrities. I mean, everyone's probably seen it, but like the 7-part series of Hailey.
It was a man
Bieber.
saying it, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Because that's what I watched.
Yeah.
I watched it while I did a Pilates video.
Yeah.
He posted it in one form. I was like, thank God.
Thank God.
I don't
Yeah.
have to scroll.
Yeah. Thoughts?
I mean, I think it's circling back because Selena is like releasing an album, so people want to talk about it again. I don't know why. Because like, there's nothing really happening in his or
like,
Hailey's
well,
life.
there is. I feel like, and I think the comparisons are very interesting. But like, the reason I think it's coming off for sure is definitely the album. I do also believe that before the album was even announced, there was pictures of Justin Bieber looking a little bit frail and like people are suspecting that he's on drugs is all it is. Like, I think that they think that he's on a bender,
which is what he's been struggling with since he dated Selena.
Mm-hmm. It was, I think that was a big part of their relationship, right, from what I understand.
Which is so weird. Again, here we go with the niche celebrity drama of like why we care, because obviously they're not niche, like the people themselves, but just like the 7-part series is probably.
Yeah,
but it's just like, I don't know. To a degree, I get why we care. It's fascinating. It's
fascinating. I think there's also the element of like, specifically for people like in our age group, we grew up with these people.
We were too obsessed with Justin Bieber.
Yeah, we grew up with these people and like being obsessed over the relationship between them two. And so, and I don't know, man, the information's a little juicy, I gotta say.
But, like, a lot of the content I've been seeing regarding it is, like, I don't know, man, she won. Like, all you girls are fucking hating because you wish that was you. You wish you girl bossed that hard.
Literally.
And I'm like, right.
Exactly. No, literally, because, like, the part of the 7-part series is, like, one of, like, the leaders of the Justin Bieber, like, fan club was, like, talking about how they all in the fan club were like, she fucking did that.
Yeah.
Like, she is the ultimate.
She fucking manipulated the situation to come out with a baby in a marriage.
You know what?
And her own skincare brand, and I guess she at this point. Like, she did that.
Yeah. And I really hope that they're happy.
Like, I mean, like, the nepoed.
Yeah.
She said, I'm using daddy's connections.
As you should, I guess.
And then she became friends with Kylie.
Yeah.
And they're still friends.
Kendall, mostly, I think.
I don't know. There's that one clip where the girl was... she's like, Hailey messaged the Justin Bieber fan group fucking count girl and was like, where is he tonight?
Oh, yeah.
Me and Kylie want to meet up, like, want to run into him or something. And I was like, T. I mean, but that's so girly pop. Can you imagine? If we had the
connections,
the memes and the connections, I'd be like, me and Mel want to go see Justin Bieber. Where is he at tonight?
Yeah.
Like, we would be doing that crazy shit.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean, I'm so on, like, that same train.
Yeah.
And then there's, like, also the other elements, though.
Okay.
Which the coincidences are a little bit coincidenting. Like her...
Oh, you mean, like, the pics of her, like, the stalker
aspect
of Selena's
thing. Yeah, like, just being obsessed with Selena Gomez. Right. Like, the relationship, I'm like, girl, you girl boss to the sun, and
you got him.
You got him.
But, like, deep down, are you okay?
But are you okay?
Because what are we doing? Obsessed with being someone else.
Because there's too many things coming up that people are putting together, and
did you see,
looking a little crazy.
Like, the baby thing that Selena either lost the baby. I'm like, where are we pulling these? That one, girl. We just pulled that out of thin air, it feels. Like, sure, I could see how that made sense on why he got married so quick, but, like, we really just said maybe.
Maybe.
If I could say maybe, then
yeah, no, I'm
put
not.
It out there.
That's like a lot of speculation. I feel like it's more so like the cooking show conversation.
But I'm also like,
but everyone's doing like a cooking show.
Yeah, and like, wouldn't I mean? To
like,
be
no one's
fair,
saying that about Gabriette.
Gabriette, I don't even know who that is. Gabriette.
How are you not in that corner of the internet?
Gabriette.
Yeah, Gabriette.
The more we say it, I still don't know her. Gabriette.
She's like literally like the face of basically Brat. Like. She's with Matt from the 1975?
No. I was thinking the redhead girl.
No, she's like thin eyebrows.
No.
She's like, anyway, forget it.
I probably would recognize her, but anyway. Mm-hmm. I don't know where I was going. Just something about, so Hailey.
Her cooking. Okay.
Hailey cooking, like, God forbid someone also likes cooking.
I think it's the language, though, that people are really tripped up about. And I'm saying the people because
I
literally don't want to, like, I don't know what to think.
You don't want to associate
I don't want to associate with being those people. But I am a consumer of the content just to, like, be a part of the show.
Correct.
But the way that, like, the specific language that is used,
like,
that is, like, copy is
showing me this recipe.
Like, it's copy and paste. And I think there was also, like, an interview where Selena is saying, like...
Can you imagine, though, if these were truly, like, I came out of the cooking show, I'm finally beyond, like, everyone thinking I'm just, like, whatever, and then, like, shit comes out and you say the same shit by, like, literal coincidence, wouldn't you be pissed?
Yeah.
But I don't know. There's a lot of them.
But
so.
there's a lot of them, and that's the problem. Like, it's not only just, like, words, it's fashion. It's, like, literally, like, months, like, 1 to 3 months of a timeline, like, being seen in it from Selena Gomez and immediately worn by Hailey Bieber.
I will say, too, they did discount that by being like, well, obviously, they're famous. They follow trends. And they, like, have to wear relevant whatevers.
Yeah, but not everyone else is wearing the same thing.
I agree.
I think especially celebrities, like, they don't wear the same things.
I'm just like, girl.
I'm like, what are we doing? Again, like, I'm
like,
just
why
worried,
are we so
like,
blatant?
what are we doing? But,
and, like,
wouldn't he clock that?
like, wouldn't he be, like...
I mean, there's also, like, the theories about, like, the church and, like...
Oh, yeah, he's in
all of the money and stuff. No, he's Christian. So, there's, like, a lot of, like, these videos where he's, like, basically, like... He's on Ellen with Demi Lovato, and he was, like, talking, like, about how, like, how did you guys meet? And he was like, well, you know, each of us kind of got told, like, I think you guys would like each other. You guys should hang out. You guys both have similar values. And
Justin
blah, blah,
and
blah.
Demi.
No, Justin and Hailey. Like, Demi was, like, hosting.
She's there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he was, like, sitting there kind of like, you know what, now that I'm thinking about it, it kind of feels like an arranged marriage.
No, that you're sitting here thinking about it?
Like, he said that. He's sitting in the fucking chair, like, recounting how it happened. And he goes, now that I'm thinking about it, it might have been an arranged marriage. And, like, it's a silly, like, it was a silly ha-ha-hee-hee.
Joke.
But, like, maybe there's some truth there. I don't know. And there's, like, the manager that, like, took Britney Spears' money when she was in her conservatorship is the same person that was handling him at the time.
Okay. Oh, I
And
see.
so there's a lot of, like, small bits and pieces that, like, add up to something pretty dark. And we all know, based on the Britney Spears situation, that things
all sorts of situations
can happen, you know?
I mean, Justin Bieber was part of some other...
We want to talk about the Yummy video?
Oh, no.
There's just so many things, like, if you want to be a conspiracy theorist, like, you could really go down that rabbit hole.
I know.
I don't know what to think. I think, like, to some degree... I'm like, how real is this?
Yeah.
And I really hope, like, none of it is.
Who spent the time looking up interviews of Selena Gomez in Spain, and then another one of Hailey saying the same shit she said on an interview that has 12,000 views on YouTube? I'm like...
But then that's the...
Y'all got time.
That's the other part, is, like, people were saying, like, it took these other people... It's so hard to find this specific interview.
Which is why...
That I feel like you... Huh?
So that's why it'd be coincidental.
On the opposite end.
I know you're not thinking that, but that's, to me,
people
I'm like...
are saying, like, you have to almost be a part of, like, the fan club to to have access to these interviews.
It's just crazy. Like,
so,
girl, let go,
then,
you got the man.
I know. That's crazy to me, because, like, she's... I mean, everything can be faked, so I don't really know, but there's, like, people...
deepfakes?
No, there's just, like, people... people who have, like, these accounts that are, like, anti-Selena, or, like, you know, like, talking shit about them. And she's seen, like, following these pages or liking their content and then getting caught up in it.
Was it when she was younger or current?
Some of it was younger, and when you didn't hear about the recent one? There's this girl who randomly she just, like, talks shit up, like, she just shoots the shit about pop culture.
Oh, God.
And she pulled out, like, the screenshots of, like, the photo shoot with Selena and Benny Blanco, and, like, where, like, her feet are, like, in his face. Have you seen those? I think it's for Interview Magazine. I can't remember. But it's, like, a photo shoot where, like, it's, like, showcasing their relationship and them getting, like, engaged and stuff.
And she's talking shit about it in the
and
video.
She's like, what the fuck are these photos? Like, these are fucking weird. And it got liked by Hailey. And she immediately screenshot it and was like, what the fuck?
Girl, you can't be liking it, too. She's being messy.
She's being messy about it.
I'm like, is it PR? Like, there's so many angles,
but
you know?
But then she went on and said, this is fake. Why are you guys doing this?
Oh.
But, like, her team could just be saying, like, just put, like...
Just say a statement that it was fake.
No one's gonna know any. Like, in reality, we're still speculating. Nobody knows anything.
We are still speculating.
But, like, this person's like, I'm not lying, you guys. Like, this happened. My friend told me that I need to post it or they will. Like, and so that's why I posted about it. Because I don't want the conversation to not come from me. Like, like, if she's already...
But, like, what if it was a fake account who just paid to be verified or something?
This, like, the girl you're talking about?
No, not the girl, but, like, someone random in the Selena hating Yeah.
But it wasn't.
No.
It wasn't a Selena
Sorry,
hating
no, but
page.
It was her page, but I'm saying someone in that fandom made an account and then like
That
changed
says-
the username and then verified. I don't know. You know what I mean? We're speculating.
No, but she went to the after it got liked,
Oh,
she went to the page and it was Hailey Bieber's page. I'm also like, why not just create a fake account and like
I know.
shoot the shit on
That's
that,
what
bro.
I'm saying. Like, it's just like so
But maybe she just
unreasonable as a
doesn't-
famous person. Why are you doing that? You know it's gonna get seen,
But she's-
especially when they're like.
Also,
"I'm
she's
gonna
just a
do
girl
this."
though.
Clearly, she girl bossed her way to that man.
Yeah. Anyway,
I just, like-
that drama's got me in a chokehold right now.
I just like
what
hope
the
it's
fuck?
not real. For
It's like almost doubtful that it is.
like, because that's just like that's
That's
the
just
marriage they're
crazy.
in. Like, he's not well. If this is true, I mean, we don't even know if he's not well.
Yeah.
They posted he was at Disneyland and all things look cheery on their end, but I don't know.
Also, after Benny and her celebrated,
I know, and
That's kinda
now
crazy.
they're like their music. I'm like, is it a PR thing where it's like a good opportunity to everyone speak? Like,
like, is
are we
everyone
all just like, yeah?
is everyone
bring
in
the
on it?
drama back? You know, so I'm saying like Selena's like, you know what?
You know
It's
what?
kind of eats for me.
like texting them like, guys, like
bring it back.
bring it back?
But also like Hailey looks crazy, so why would she want that?
Yeah, I don't know, because good press is.
I
mean,
guess like
all
people will
press
be
is
buying
good
her
press.
products. I don't know.
I mean,
Do be like maybe there's statistics. Look
I
at
don't
the
know.
numbers.
She gets too much hate for it to be worth it for her. To be honest,
Maybe not. Maybe she'd be
not.
making that money. I have no
It's
idea.
just and Selena and Benny did like a interview about like the album and like where they're interviewing kind of each other, and she like had to say it again. She was like, I want everyone to like know and hear from me that like most of these songs are not from what you think that they are, and everyone like is
Tea.
clocking the most. They're like, she said most though, and I'm like, she's just saying that like
She's pulling from her past
she's pulling
experience
from her
in
past
general.
experience, but like she doesn't feel these feelings. Like, can you guys let it go?
That's also the piece too for me is like she just wants to like also be a girl.
She also just wants to be grown.
Like creatively move on.
on.
And but also express and release.
No, because that stuff was traumatic. Like, I can see
Yeah.
why, like, you need to keep pulling
it's
from
just weird
that.
to me that the people that are like the Selena lovers that are like, or not Selena, but like Jelena, I guess,
Yeah.
lovers. I'm
Yeah.
like, let it go.
This poor man. And
married with a baby, engaged. Can we just?
Can we let it go?
What is the point?
The thing is, like, also, like, I think, yeah, like, it was cute. Like, we all loved it.
Them together.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
But they were toxic.
Clearly, it was horrible.
It was horrible
Like,
for both of them.
It would be together if it was great.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Anyway.
Yeah. That was a big one.
That was a big one.
That was a really big, thick one that's been going on, and we'll see how it
pans out.
it might just disappear again and come
But-
back in another 5. You
It
know?
always does.
Like one of them will get pregnant or the wedding, you know, something, which sucks.
Oh, did you see that? Just to wrap it up,
Okay.
like, at the wedding, apparently, like, I don't know how people
Haley's?
know this, but, like, he called Selena 23 times on his wedding day. I was like, how do we know this? But also, is that true?
How do we know this? And did he really?
and how do you know?
I mean,
T, though, if that did happen.
8 months prior he was with her.
Not 8.
That was 8 months prior to the wedding
3.
day. That it was 8.
No, dude, they were seen,
3?
like, 3 months before.
No way.
I need to look that up.
Yeah,
now.
now we need to fact check that because that's crazy. I don't know. I mean, she looked beautiful on her wedding day.
Off-white.
Like
time.
iconic for who she was marrying, for the time. She was kind of giving Tumblr wedding. Very Visco girl.
Yeah.
Not Google not having straightforward answers.
I know, dude.
So fucking rude.
Oh, wait, okay. Vogue Australia did a whole piece.
Okay. See, it's hitting Vogue. It's not even just TikTok.
Yeah, so Bieber reconnected with ex-girlfriend Baldwin just 3 months after his split with Gomez, with their pair marrying in a New York courthouse in September that year.
So they got married maybe like 8 months, but they were back together after 3. Or something. Or
yeah.
did they get
No, I think they got, like, married right
away?
away.
Because I remember, like, he proposed to her all fucking kind of weird.
Like, I think it was, like, they were off 3 months so March happened, right?
Okay.
That was the last time that they were, like, seen together.
Okay.
Then 3 months after that,
He was seen with Hailey.
and proposed.
And proposed.
And then 3 months later, he got married. So within a 6-month span,
I just, like...
that's crazy.
I mean, like, what is it like to be...
Having everything at your fingertips.
Like, yeah. Like, just... It's just... they of course worked hard, don't get me wrong, but just like what does it feel like to be a famous person with all this scrutiny and like, I don't know, life just must feel like so go, go, go.
Yeah.
So like to them it's like, well, yeah, we love each other, let's get married. Let's just do the damn thing. What are we waiting for?
Yeah.
For us normies, it's like, it's all about the journey, not the destination. Sometimes it feels that way. I don't know.
Yeah.
Did you see Tina Fey say she doesn't like that celebrities come out with side hustles?
No.
Amy Poehler has a new podcast. And our first guest was, of course, Tina Fey. And it's like literally...
It's like you're on a side hustle, though.
It's literally the small... So that's what Amy said. I watched the actual episode.
I want to watch that.
It was good.
I was like, where's my water? Right behind me. I was literally like on my back.
Leaning on it. She says like, you know, I hate when people or like celebrities do that. Like, you already have so much money. Why are you coming out with something stupid? And Amy's like, oh, you mean like a podcast? And she's like, no, I wouldn't draw the line. Like, this is a continuation of your work. She's like, where would I draw the line for you? Where would I draw the line for you? Huh? Like, she's thinking. And she's like, just in general, I'm just saying, like, basically, let's say Kendall Jenner coming out with tequila. Like, for her, that's like, it's a cash grab. Like, what do you need more money? Like, what? Like, are you really passionate about that? Like, basically just, like, labeling something, like, fragrances, whatever. Stuff like that. And she was like, just saying it's whatever. And then Amy was like, well, you need to get with the new generation. They think it's cool. They think it's whatever. Like, they just had a discussion about it. Mm-hmm. And everyone online was kind of like, oh, like, she's so annoying for that. Like, and I'm like, why are y'all supporting the celebrities?
Yeah.
And and I'm like, I love Tina Fey. She
kind of has a
wrong.
fucking point. Like,
yeah. And I'm like, also, it's not like she's saying like, yeah, and when I meet those people, I spit on them. Like, it's just her opinion.
It's an opinion. Like,
if her best friend did it, she'd probably be like, all right, girl, I guess. Like, you gotta eat. Eat it up.
Eat it up.
I don't know.
Yeah, that, again, like, people can't have opinions. Like, that's
Literally.
wild. Also, like, yeah, as obsessed as I am with celebrity culture, I don't think that I would, like, ride hard
for, like, a celebrity brand of some
sort. Why the
fuck
fuck would I care so much? Like, it's not my money.
Unless the product was really on one end of the spectrum, really good or really bad, then I'd have probably a strong opinion.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are they doing?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Like, I mean, I personally think it's kind of, like, annoying that, like, yeah, like, a bunch of celebrities can just slap
stuff on
their labels on tequila, and I'm like, you're not even Mexican. That's kind of crazy. But, like,
yeah.
It's okay. I understand the fucking appeal. Like, I love myself a marg a shot of tequila, please.
We love
and so
tequila.
there's no, literally.
Come out with more.
Come out with more. I want to keep trying them. I will continue to consume them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, I get it to one extent, and then I'm also just like, I can understand where Tina Fey's coming from. It is really annoying sometimes to see another celebrity brand, but then I'm just like, what are you doing different? I'd like to see
maybe
it.
they can do something different. It depends.
Yeah. And I think that, like, on, like, the young people part of things, like, I just feel like something that I do recognize that, like, I feel like 818 does, and, like, Kendall Jenner does, maybe it's her team, maybe it's her. I really think that they're very good about their demographic. Like, they're not getting, like, older people. It's, like, the cool, hip, young brand that, like, goes to colleges and, like, really hones in on, like, the smaller, like,
just
young people
community.
Kind of crazy.
But
also, like, that is
did you know that
the tea.
That I don't remember where I saw it. Maybe Armchair Expert again. I just keep seeing clips of his shit, but the Gen Zers don't drink alcohol. Like 30% of them drink alcohol, and it's like millennials is like 85% of them. I'm like, wild.
Yeah. I'm like, so what are you guys doing?
Drugs?
They're fucking vaping and shit though. They're fucking nasty.
God, there's some vapings everywhere, man.
Anyway,
any hoosicles. There's so many corners on the internet.
Many. I feel like this could be like a fucking 3-hour episode. Like, honestly. I feel like we continue to go on and on and on.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many niche little pockets of the internet that we end up on.
If you guys like this, let us know.
Please, because we will not stop yapping about it.
Like, we'll come back with what's current the next time. We will happily oblige these requests. So let us know. Other than that,
I think we're good. We're gonna wrap it up.
Otherwise, we'll keep going.
But if you enjoyed it, again, like, let us know. And then make sure you're following us on our pages. They're probably linked below wherever you are. But if not, it's at We Care A Lot Pod. And then, yeah, interact with everything that you're seeing on these platforms. Yeah. But yeah, that'll be it. And we're going to catch you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.